So a client came to us with a problem. They're an infrastructure company. They do fiber optic construction, boring, splicing, big commercial work. And they essentially came with this situation where they had a Wix site and they were looking for something a little bit more. And I don't actually think they knew what they needed, but they wanted something that wasn't pricey, expensive, but also gave them a solution where any one of their higher ups could log in, be able to process leads and information. And nothing was talking to each other with Wix and Campaign and Mailchimp and those different types of softwares until I brought them GoHighLevel. I'm Colin Osborne. I run Ozalon, a digital marketing and technology company. And actually in the last 48 hours, I was able to build out an entire system allowing all of my clients to be able to operate under one unified software. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the different steps of how I did that. And I do deep dives like this regularly. Real client builds, real systems, no theory. If you want to learn how to actually set up business infrastructure that works, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and let's get into it. All right, so quick context on this client. They're a commercial infrastructure telecommunication contractor. Think like fiber optics, underground utilities, wires, traffic control, multi-state operation. Their team structure is important because it drives everything about how we design the system. There are multi-factor solutions based off of different stages. And here right now I'm showing you a video of their website. By the way, this is all built on GoHighLevel, and it allows you to really design these dynamic pieces of art and still have high converting websites on here that provide you with the utility you need. Once someone enters this form here, then they will be a part of the sales pipeline. Now, for the sake of the company, I'm not going to show, important pipeline data, but I'll showcase a little bit of what my virtual pipeline looks like. As you can see, there could be different stages here. They have 11 certain stages inside of their pipeline, from new lead, qualified lead, all the way down to contracting, send. And, with the website being on GoHighLevel, it builds, it generates thousands of website views per month because we set up the systems properly and we set up the different SEO titles, the different metadata, and then make sure we also set it up with a search console. Doing that tells Google, hey, crawl my website and make sure that I am populated on the web. And here's an example of a pipeline we designed with like 11 different stages, and every single one maps to a real step in their actual sales process. That's key. Your pipeline should mirror how your business actually works, not some generic template you downloaded. Stage 1, new lead. Every inbound opportunity starts here. Website, form, phone call, referral, whatever. And with GoHighLevel, you have the ability to have all of these different features native inside of the system. It hits a new lead and gets automatically assigned to, let's say, Jeff, the business development guy. Then with stage 2, contacted, memorialized, and I'm just showcasing a demo. I can't showcase their actual account, but I can talk about it. This means Jeff has, made first contact, documented a conversation. That documentation part is critical. If it's not written down, it didn't happen. Then going on to stage 4, you can move all of the different stages here. For example, in this, we're building out a client of ours website, and when they book our onboarding call after we're done, then it'll move into this section and everything flows. So then stage 4, estimating. That this is where it gets handed off to Luke. Now Luke owns the opportunity. He's building a quote, pulling together pricing, doing the detailed work. Then stage 5, and for here it's contact customer support requests, but for them it'd be quote sent, where they have a contracting system where you can actually build out contracts like PandaDoc or DocuSign, have signatures, and it's a renderized document inside of the platform. And then both parties get PDFs sent to each person. So it makes it very native into the system. Then there's a negotiation phase, closed loss phases, and things like that. Then moving on to the custom fields, which I can show. So here's where most people CRM setups falls apart. They create a pipeline, they add some stages, and then they just start dragging cards around. No data, no structure, no way to report on anything. We created 17 custom fields on the opportunity level, and every one of them exists for a reason. The always required fields, the lead source, customer type, service line, market or state, different types of data like that, those are non-negotiable. And then every single opportunity will have different lead sources where they can toggle in for the business business development team to let people know the different leads that are in there. And that just means it's great for lead tracking. It's very, very important to have that system laid in there. And then when it comes to the automations, this is where everything is key. Automations allow your business to breathe while you are also working on the business well too. Now the automation layer, this is what makes it a system instead of just like a spreadsheet with a nice interface. Workflow number one, when an opportunity submits a lead into the system, it hits the pipeline, and this is going to look really complex to the basic people out there. Actually, not this one. This is an internal. They have an internal one for when one of their own submits a lead into the system. But then we also have a platform for when someone submits a lead into this contact form there. So as you can see, it can get really complicated, and it allows based off of certain filters, or not, I wouldn't say filters, but based off of what gets selected in the contact form will determine where this person gets assigned to. And we build this out for all of our clients. This specific client just wanted something a little more complicated. So that allows us to do a lot from the platform itself. And it's just such an amazing tool to be able to utilize and execute, because it makes your life easier. And then on top of that, we provide them with an app that allows them to essentially monitor and operate their business from the comfort of their own phone. Now, most of our clients, when a lead gets submitted, that information actually goes into literally delivered right to their phone. So it's like a text message, like they get a text with, hey, this information says, the state of the inquiry, and goes from there. But we can take it a step further for our pro scale clients, where we add voice AI. So we set this up for one of our Williams outdoor clients. It's a landscaper client. And essentially now they don't need to have an assistant to take phone calls anymore, because they have voice AI to essentially do it. And that's going to save $3,000 a month paying somebody who is going to get tired, who's not going to really want to be a part. He's not going to really be invested in your business like, an AI that has the capability to take all of the FAQ that's part of the knowledge base, which you would build that out inside of here. But you integrate a knowledge base, and all we do is literally do an intake conversation where we talk. That conversation gets recorded. We then upload that information to a Google Doc, and then that information pulls into the voice AI, allowing the voice AI to basically speak for you. And then if they need to book a call, if that's the way your business is, we can have qualifications based off of that. So it's really cool systems that allow you to save more time for your business. So if you're watching this and thinking, hey, I need this for my business, and I'm going to be honest, you probably do, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We're going to go deeper on automations, follow-up sequences, and reporting in the upcoming video. All right, so here's a screen recording of our Google Analytics report for one of our clients. Let me show you something real. These are actual analytics from clients' websites we built on GoHighLevel. This infrastructure client, it's over 1,000 sessions per day in the last 30 days, almost 712 users, 670 users, and, numbers that matter, which is key, obviously, is those sessions. That's super key. And honestly, what also matters is we have about 588 that came from organic. So that's like a decent amount of traffic, like almost 59% of the traffic coming from Google for free, no ad spend. That's what happens when your website is built proper infrastructure with SEO. Another client, a landscaping company in Nashville, the Williams landscaping company I was talking about, they are now moving slowly up into the rankings of Google, for different irrigation keywords, landscaping keywords as well too. And then this also points to the CRM as well. So there's a lot that we can honestly do, as you can see with the website itself. It's beautiful. It's SEO friendly, and it replaces basically all of the systems, like I said. And that's not possible when your website is on Wix, your CRM is a spreadsheet, your email is Mailchimp, and your scheduling is Calendly. These tools don't talk to each other the way an internal built-in system. And if you sign up for the 14-day free trial with GoHighLevel, you'll actually have instant access. I'll help you build out your GoHighLevel from scratch so that you're able to go out there into the world and be successful. All right, so the biggest mistake I see with CRM and pipeline setups, because I see this constantly, is one, people don't actually put the information in. Data is key. Even utilizing Salesforce at work, if you don't put in the right quality data and you're not keeping up with it, it's not going to be valuable at all. That's what it takes to build a business, so that you make sure that you're integrating your process. Don't start with the software, start with your process. Sit down with your team and map out what actually happens when a lead comes in. Who touches it first? What does it get handed off? What triggers the next action? Write that down, then build the pipeline to match. And then you can even use AI to allow you to build build that situation and then pay me to set it up for you, unless you want to do it yourself. We spent time on a call with this client team going through their SOPs before we actually touch a single setting and go high level. Then they sent us the specifications, documents. We mapped every stage, every field, and every handoff, and then we built it. The technology is the easy part. Understanding the business is the hard part, and that's what separates a CRM that your team actually uses from the one that they abandon after 2 weeks. If you want to try GoHighLevel, link is in the description. It's a 14-day free trial. That's enough time to set up your pipeline, your custom fields, and your first few automations. You'll know within a week if it's right for your business. If you want the full framework, how to set up your website, your CRM, your automations, your entire business system from scratch, check out the Launch Your Business course. It's $97, lifetime access. Then you actually also get access to lifetime training as well from me, and I'll help you the best I can with your business. So anyways, I'm Colin Osborne. If you got value from this, subscribe, drop a comment, and tell me what kind of business you run. I might build your industry's pipeline setup in the future video. Thank you, and see you in the next one.